Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. It's time for us to jump into today's Parenthood. Many former student athletes are actually struggling with the idea of putting their own kids into organized sports programs. So is it right to kind of hold back your kids because of your past experiences? Here to talk more is Alexandra Frost. A little bit about Alexandra. She's a contributor to the Business Insider. But not only that, you started out with intense gymnastics training when you were 10 years old. Looking back, first off, welcome to the show. Did you ever think that maybe I should have taken up chess instead?
Absolutely. That would have been much less harmful to my body.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I did. I did love gymnastics. I trained for 25 hours a week as a young kid
Oh
and
my
onward.
gosh.
And chess would have been, much better. I had some lifelong effects from the training, multiple back surgeries, which I still deal with the effects today, and obviously regret some days. So yes, it's tough.
Well, first off, kudos to you. 20, that's a part-time job, and we're giving a 10-year-old a
It
part-time
was.
job if you think about that. Was there like pushing like, hey, we want to get you to the Olympics, or was it something that's like, hey, you need to stay active out of school, or is it good to be a part of a group of something? Can you kind of give us maybe your parents' mentality, or did you ask for it? Did you say, hey, I want to be in gymnastics?
Oh, from a young age, I think some young gymnasts just really love it. It's their major passion and they want to keep going. They want to practice more. I was like that. My parents told me many times this is probably not a great plan. Want to try volleyball, want to try,
Wow.
like you said, chess. But I think once you have a passion for it, it becomes a little bit addicting. And so it was not really about exercise or general well being. It's definitely, they try to kind of put you on a fast track of upward mobility towards higher levels. And there's definitely a culture of, you have to be tough, you have to push
Yeah.
forward when you have an injury, take a minute, but not 2 minutes. So there's that culture to deal with.
It's also gymnastics. It's also one of those things where if you got to act like you like it when you're done. You know what I'm saying? Like baseball, football, you got to look tough. But when you land a great, triple backflip or
Gotta
whatever,
smile.
you got to have that nice smile, like, "Hey, look at me, I did it." And you might be in pain, so I can imagine that had to be crazy. Your kids are actually,
Yeah, I really love it.
your kids are eager to dive into sports, let's say, and they have tried to convince you by saying, "Look, don't worry, mom, I'll just do the safe sports like football." Good idea, bad idea?
I have 5 kids under age 10. They're all very interested in sports. My husband's a former college athlete, so we both really also understand the benefits of sports. And we've, are sort of becoming a sports family, it appears. There's not anything they're saying that's specific to a certain sport, that they want to do or not do. But I think overall, it's just about helping them understand when to stop, helping them listen to their bodies and learn more than I did about pushing back if someone's pushing them too hard.
Okay, I'm going to circle back to that in just a second here. But as you mentioned, that you have had multiple back surgeries because of your athletic past as well. But when your kids complain, do you respond with, "Well, listen, back in my day, it's just a scraped knee or something like that," or you just say, "Hey, walk it off"? Are you a little bit different because you experience that sort of thing?
I do think I am quite sympathetic and aware when somebody says they have an injury or possible injury, and I don't brush it off. I also want them to grow up to be tough and resilient
Yeah.
and try to work through things. So it's a careful balance that I definitely have to check every day. So no, I don't tell them back in my day, and I honestly try not to tell them too much about my own past with the details because I don't want to project that onto their futures. Similar to people living vicariously through
Right.
their kids and pushing them too hard. I don't want to deter them from trying different things and enjoying sports as well.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is a great article. You can check it out on Business Insider as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Our website will have it, dailyflashshow.com.